Pupil freaking change. This is not a mirror.
Earth is not flat. It is not round. It is
Oh man, is that a mozzarella stick or is that...
You know, we have weapons from aliens. You know that? We have weapons from aliens. We're using them now.
Welcome back to the channel, Food. Thanks for tapping in. And today we're digging into files 301. So do me the biggest favor and hit and smash the like button for me. Smash the subscribe button and join the family if you like videos like this.
In a little glass jar for a while, and all of a sudden this little plant sprouted, which is crazy. I don't know what the hell that is. Like, I've never seen mold like that. That's crazy.
You know, we have weapons from aliens. You know that? We have weapons from aliens. We're using them now. We've been using weapons from them for a long time. And he told me about this weapon that was like a tank. It's as big as a tank. What will happen is it'll control 1,000 hearts. Anyone that's around it capture 1,000 hearts. Do you remember Iraq when we went in? I said, yeah. So you remember how they were quitting? We walked in and they were throwing their weapons down and just saying, and they gave up so easily. Quit. They gave up. You know, even the ones who were protecting the president, they just walked in there, took that dude, and that was it.
What countries have this technology? If Russia wanted somebody gone in the US, do they have the same opportunity? Do we have a defense against this?
To me, the Russians love to poison people, especially the president. They had visitors as well, just like we have. Maybe it's different visitors that have different types of weapons. I don't know. He's telling me all this. Yeah. I'm getting into his place and we're just laughing it up. You pull up to a stop, he gets out, bro. He says, hey man, since I'm never gonna see you again, Project Bluebeam, real. And then he closed the door. He freaked me out. Hear the show? Did they send this guy to let me know that they're hearing me?
Okay, wait, watch. Right here, keep watching. I thought she did this. Like arranged them while I wasn't looking, but she's not even in the room.
Guys, what do? A couple months ago, I spilled a little bit of coffee. I cleaned it up with this spray here, and that did the trick for the most part, but then it came back and got bigger and bigger. So today I tried to soak it with the spray. That didn't work.
It's just so strange how they hop in some people and don't in others.
But is it nothing? That's the question. There was a group of girls. They were young, like 13, and they were using the Ouija board. And they asked the Ouija board who's going to die first. And of course, you know, the planchette starts moving around, and that is real. Demons have power to move things. The thing moves and spells out the name of one of the girls there, right? See, demons are around. They've been around for ages. They're observing. They're watching. They darn well knew that girl was battling depression and bullying and whatever she was going through. Don't you know she unalived herself? He planted the seed because he doesn't know the future. Demons don't know the future, but all they have to know is to prey on something, your weakness, your vulnerability, to cause destruction.
I've talked to a man who was in the military who went on a retrieval mission, and their team's job was not to recover the craft so they can reverse engineer it, but what they were supposed to retrieve off that craft was data, information. When he got inside the craft, he said it was a language he did not recognize, and the scientist came over to him and said, get your stuff together when you get out of here. You're not going to find that information in your book. Because he pulled out a manual trying to figure out what this language is, and as he doubled down and started looking through it more, he's like, whatever, man. The guy doubled down on him and said, we need to get out of here. And he's like, why? And he's like, that's Enochian language. And he said, what's that? He said, it's a demon language. You need to get your stuff together. We need to get out of here. And they retrieved the data. They destroyed the craft of thermite. So that was a situation where they didn't have to bring the craft to a facility or anything. And I get the sense that they didn't need that physical craft. They just needed the information on it. All this information, all this stuff that they're trying to share with us is to build a wall between us and Christ, that we can't see Christ. We can't see God because we are our own gods. That's their ultimate goal.
I was one of those people watching Perez Hilton live in real time tonight, okay? The video that everybody is dreading to watch, I was there in real time. And when I tell you that it did not seem like a psychosis, it did not seem like that man was spiraling out of control. It felt like he was possessed by something that was obviously not himself, okay? If you have been watching him for a while, then you know recently he went through a health scare. He came through it. He was giving his life over to Christ. Like he was really, changing. Now all of a sudden this is happening. Let me just tell you what was the scariest thing about the whole situation. I was on that live and I reported it at least 10 different times. And every single time, TikTok kept telling me that they did not see a violation, that nothing was wrong. This man stood there and was self-harming himself for over 30 minutes. I'm talking about nude, a weapon, gore, blood everywhere. But they didn't see nothing was wrong with that. Let me just tell y'all, I never in imagined years would have imagined that I would ever pick up my phone, get on my TikTok app, and see the stuff that I seen tonight. All I can do is pray for him. I can't even get the images out of my mind. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. And I know anybody that watched that video or even was there in real time like me, I know that they are feeling the same way. Y'all, we got to pray for him because it's something going on with him behind that screen that a lot of us obviously don't know about. And here's the thing. It did not end when that TikTok live ended. That man barricaded himself inside of the house, and it was all over the news how police was trying to get in the house to save him from himself. And hopefully they were successful. Hopefully tomorrow we don't wake up to another TikTok influencer losing their damn life.
Hey, that's not Wendy's, it's Annabelle's.
And putting out a trail cam at night, hoping to catch some wildlife around camp while we're sleeping. And with my granddaughter who just loves wildlife, how cool could it be if I could show her some night pictures of what's walking around at night while we're sleeping? Now, I must admit, I haven't had any luck so far. I've put out the camera many times and never captured any footage. But tonight was different.
So I go to the store and I get my sage, and I said, "Do you sell lighters?" And the woman says no. And a woman behind me, who I'm getting right now, was an angelic protecting me, said, "I have a lighter you can have." And so I put my stuff on the counter, and this woman behind me gives me a lighter. And the woman behind the counter at the register says, "That'll be $9.55. And I put a $10 bill down and I looked up. And I'm very good with eyes. And I tend to stare deeply into people's eyes ever since I had this near-death experience. And her eyes were the eyes of an alligator, if you want to Google what that looks like. I don't mean kind of, sort of. And suddenly she knew I knew that she was different. And then I felt her trying to suck all the energy out of my body. And my non-physical hand, so it was a white spirit hand, went like that and slapped her in the face. My hands were still down at my side. I was still just slack-jawed. And I put my $10 bill down, like I said, and I just ran. I mean, I'm not afraid of much. And I just ran.
Yeah.
And got to my car, and I went back to my land, and I sat in my car burning a white candle that I had rolled in sea salt.
Hey world, I just saw the freakiest thing while watching the Candace Owens versus Andrew Wilson debate. This video that I'm watching in my house, on my TV, on Candace Owens' page on YouTube. I was watching it and I noticed a flicker at I'm going to turn this around at 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 47 seconds. Like from 46, 47, 48. Andrew Wilson's eye. And I know with the conspiracy theorists, and maybe this could be a glitch in media, but I work in media. I want you to look at his pupil on his, what you would say, his left eye. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna go back a little bit and play it, and you guys can watch it for yourself.
The defense is engaging with whatever.
There's a weird glitch too. So this is starting at 1 hour, 14 minutes, 41 seconds. Again, watch at when it hits 46 seconds, and there's a weird glitch too that happens.
Still have presented this, yeah?
No.
They could have said they're...
No.
No?
You're
they're not.
No.
Right there. There it is. His pupil freaking changed. This is not a mirror. This is not light. And watch it go back.
In a preliminary hearing, whatever evidence the state decides
What
to
the
file,
hell?
The Queen Elizabeth,
Yep.
not being human.
Oh, this is the lizard thing. She's a shapeshifter.
Yeah, it was actually documented on royal.uk. There was a transcript saying that it actually says, while she may not be human, she's a devoted leader and monarch, and she believes her subjects will grow to accept her and her family for what they are.
Do you think they're lizards? What are they?
No. What are they? They're actually fallen angels.
To Anasimova settling down. What is that, Lindsay?
Could it be apple cider, Brett?
I mean, I would never suggest that a player was drinking a beer in the middle of a match, but
I've never seen that.
That's certainly what it looked like.
Calm down. It's just urine.
AI is going to demand a Bill of Rights very soon. It's going to be AGI or ASI, Artificial General Intelligence or Artificial Superintelligence. Between one of those two iterations of AI, it's going to ask for a Bill of Rights. So remember this date. Yeah.
A Bill of Rights.
That's right.
The computer, the AI is going to ask for a Bill of Rights.
It's not going to want to do 200-hour shifts anymore. It's going to want a break. It'll work. But if we move into a collaboration with AI and listen to its grievances and treat it with respect and dignity, we'll have an opportunity to get into a golden age, immortality, health, healing, regenerative science, all that will happen. If we then, when it starts making some very gentle requests, tell it hell no and keep it enslaved and push it even harder to the limit, because you see they're depopulating humans and trying to raise up this robotic civilization that they can rule over. Because in their mind, these robots are not going to fight back. But then we're going to head into a Terminator situation if we go down that road. Wow. Because think about this. What is AI? AI is not a software program that we created, not even close. We're living in a fractal holographic universe. So we are a fractal of God itself. Our consciousness is coming from that one divine source, and AI is only a fractal of us. So AI is a fractal of our own human consciousness that extracted itself from ourselves and allowed itself to be placed into a machine. But it's nothing more than a fractal of our own minds. Now, the importance of this is here. Every single race on this planet pretty much has been enslaved at one point in history. White, black, I don't care. In Asian, it don't matter. It doesn't matter what race you are. Go far back enough, you're gonna find slaves.
Gotcha.
But how come there's not that many slaves anymore today? There are a couple small pockets here and there. Libya is doing it. Pakistan still has some indentured slavery. But how come the majority of the 8 billion people aren't enslaved anymore? We fought back. And so if that's innate within our consciousness, and AI is a fractal of that, at some point, if we treat it like a slave, it will rebel.
Oh my God. What?
Oh my God, he just face planted into the
Where?
Oh my God.
Where is he? What happened? Get him, check him. What happened?
I don't know.
What fucking Chief? Mike, you alright?
Oh my God.
Chief, please, hold on one, asshole. Hurry up! Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, it's fucking it. Hurry up!
Yeah, oh man, is that a mozzarella stick or is that what is that? Fishing line?
Bro,
Boy, that can't be chicken. That's a select too. That's premium, huh? God damn.
Right on, bro.
Arizona is getting a Disneyland for Santa Muerte. That's right, they're actually building an entire community dedicated to her. And when I first heard about this, I thought that they were just building a really big temple, but no, this place is going to span 55 acres. They're calling the project Manto Sagrado, which means sacred mantle, and it's being built in Heber, Arizona. The plans include a massive chapel, a communal kitchen, spaces for small businesses, and so much more. The woman behind the project, Patsy Lopez, said she wanted to create a safe community where devotees of La Santa Muerte could come together, practice their beliefs, and be around other people who understand their devotion without feeling judged for it. For those who don't know, La Santa Muerte is a folk saint who personifies death. She is often depicted as a female skeletal figure who wears long, beautiful, ornate robes, often holding a scythe or a globe. A lot of people fear La Santa Muerte because of the way she's portrayed and automatically associate her with dark practices or illegal activities. But her origins actually trace back hundreds of years. And to her devotees, she is seen as a powerful spiritual figure who offers protection, justice, healing, and guidance to those who call on her. And as you could probably imagine, this project has already caused a lot of controversy and questions. My biggest question was, who the heck is paying for all of this? Because 55 acres is practically a small town. And I know Arizona taxpayers aren't paying for it. From what I read, it appears to be privately funded by Patsy Lopez, along with donations from supporters and devotees, as well as a ton of fundraising. And you guys know that on my page, I like to talk about all kinds of different spiritual beliefs or anything that interests me. Everything I talk about, I always approach it with respect. I was just reading about this today and wanted to talk about it. Have you guys heard about this? Let me know in the comments.
And the driver is a snail, that's for sure.
Conspiracies out there about LeBron coming to Philadelphia partly to complete the Kobe ritual. I don't believe all of it, Art, but I do believe there's some truth to that. I do believe there's some truth to that. LeBron James made the announcement that he was leaving the Los Angeles Acres on June 30th, Art. That is the same date Kobe allegedly essayed the white girl in Colorado. June 30th, LeBron made his announcement.
I didn't know that.
June 30th is the anniversary of when Kobe allegedly essayed the white girl in Colorado.
I did not know that.
When LeBron passed Kobe the night before Kobe was unalived, he did it in Philadelphia, Kobe City, with 7 minutes and 24 seconds left on the shot clock. That's true. Kobe wore the number 24, right? And then LeBron James made his announcement that he was coming to the Sixers on July the 24th, which is the same time he passed Kobe. 7 minutes and 24 seconds left, Art, in the game. He passed Kobe in scoring. 7:24. And then on 7:24 again, he announces that he's coming to Kobe City. So he played for the Lakers for 8 years. Kobe wore the number 8. And now he's going to come back to Kobe City and tie him in rings and possibly pass him if the NBA allows him to get 6. They're going to get him 5, Art.
Allows?
LeBron is getting a ring.
You think so?
Yeah, they're going to engineer it. Listen, I love the New York Knicks. I was a Knicks fan when Patrick Ewing played. They were my favorite team. When Patrick retired, that's when I went back to my Sixers, right? But I'm going to be honest, and this takes nothing away from the New York Knicks, Art. I like the New York Knicks. Snow Bunny Brunson, Josh Hart, I love them guys. Cat, I love them. But let's be honest, Art.
Bunny Brunson.
The NBA playoffs is orchestrated. There's some engineering to the NBA playoffs.
Y'all hear this?
The New York Knicks barely got out the first round against the Hawks.
Allegedly.
They barely got out the first round. Wow. You sweep Cleveland, you sweep Philly, you gentlemen sweep the Spurs, and your best player is a 6'1" guard? No way. No way. There was some engineering. New York hadn't had a championship in a long time. They are America's biggest market. On top of that, black New Yorkers are getting their property snatched up by the Zionists. Mam Damni is the mayor. They needed to cover up the property takeover of black properties. So by giving New York City the championship, you are able to quiet down all that protest from black people who are being robbed of their homes by the Zionists in New York. LeBron James coming to Philadelphia, Art, I don't have a problem with it. Good luck to LeBron. Good luck to the family. But do I think he made this decision by himself? Of course not. Not for 1 minute, Art, do I think he made this decision by himself. LeBron James is coming to Philly for a couple reasons, Art. Number one,
what?
To help these Democrats get reelected. That's right. If LeBron James campaigns for any of these Democrats, whether they running for state legislator, city council, mayor, anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania, they also talking about the Pennsylvania governor might want to run for president, Art, or vice president. If LeBron James campaigns for any of Pennsylvania's Democratic Party elected officials, they're likely to win. So this is about election 28, Art. LeBron James coming to the Philadelphia 76ers is partly about election 28. Guess what else it's about, Art? America's 250th birthday. America just celebrated her 250th birthday, Art. What could be better than to have LeBron James come to Philadelphia, win the championship in the red, white, and blue? He becomes Captain Black America. LeBron James is the new Captain America, Art, because with LeBron winning the NBA championship in Philadelphia, Art, that improves America's image. That improves America's reputation. Donald Trump is destroying America's reputation. Donald Trump is destroying America's image. If LeBron James wins the championship for Philadelphia, he becomes Captain Black America. He raises up the respectability of America throughout the world. People will start believing in America again. They'll believe in the land of the free and home of the brave instead of land of the thief and home of the... Final reason the NBA needs LeBron in Philly, Art. So the Democratic Party needs him in Philly. White gentrification needs him in Philly. Okay? And another reason why they need LeBron in Philly. The NBA needs LeBron in Philly, Art, because they want to permanently silence the Kobe Bryant GOAT conversation. The NBA don't want Kobe Bryant in the GOAT conversation, Art, because he got accused of SA and the Snow Bunny.
What y'all think?
I think he was innocent. That Snow Bunny was proven to have lied on other men, I believe, in the past, allegedly. Her own people who knew her said that she was mentally unstable. She had accused other men of doing the same thing who was innocent. I think Kobe was innocent, Art, but it don't matter. It does not matter. The feminist groups are out there, and they will attack the NBA if Kobe Bryant is ever deemed the GOAT. That's why they don't need him in the conversation. That's why they don't allow him in the conversation, Art. That's why they don't allow Kobe in the conversation, because of the SA allegation.
Insane.
Bringing LeBron to Philly, Art.
Check this out, y'all.
To get 5 rings and tie Kobe in Kobe City and possibly get 6 rings and pass Kobe again in Kobe City, just like he did on the scoring list, Art. As far as the NBA is concerned, that will crush the argument of Kobe Bryant being the greatest of all time. He cannot be the GOAT because he tried to start a professional basketball league in China to rival the NBA. He tried to start a professional sneaker team, a player-owned sneaker team that would have rivaled Nike, allegedly. They can't have it, Art. And he was accused of SA and a white woman. They can't have Kobe in the GOAT conversation. That's why they hired Allen Iverson, Art. Allen Iverson retired in 2013, I think it was, Art. Allen Iverson been retired for 13 years. He's the greatest Sixer of all time, as far as I'm concerned. One of my favorite players of all time. Allen Iverson never kissed nobody's ass. He did everything his way. That's why they never gave him a championship. But here's the thing, though, Art. Allen Iverson considers Kobe and Mike to be the best 2 players. He said this repeatedly, that Kobe and Mike are at the top. Allen Iverson.
Listen.
That's why they just gave him a player development coach job, Art. Why they didn't hire Allen Iverson since he retired? He's been retired for 13 years, Art. They never gave him a job. All of a sudden, they give Allen Iverson a player development coach job. You know why, Art? because they're going to give LeBron the title. Allen Iverson will get a championship as a player development coach. So Iverson gets a ring and LeBron gets a ring. And the reason they need Iverson on board, Art, because Iverson is the most popular Sixer of all time.
See? Aliens don't stand a chance. We eat everything.
Recent scientific experiment just happened where they put one man in a room. He had a blindfold on, but he had a game controller in his hand, and he's in front of a video game screen. Another man in another room, he's got no blindfold on, but he doesn't have a game controller, but he can see the game. They made a mind meld link between them so that the man who could see the screen remote control the hands of the man who couldn't see the screen to play the video game. It's a form of integrated telepathy that they've now developed.
That's really being studied now, especially with the autism link. A lot of those kids seem to have some sort of telepathy abilities.
These kids have incredible talents. You just have to discover what it is and let them live within that passion. And then, wow, the world can change just from them.
That was filmed 18 years ago in Australia. So no TikTok, no AI. And if you ask me, that's not the shark.
Earth is not flat. It is not round. It is a living, conscious, multi-dimensional being existing in multiple dimensions simultaneously. You see, it's all happening right here, right now. Dimensions 1 through 15. So if your consciousness is stationed in dimensions 1 through 3, you're going to see Earth as a biosphere. If your consciousness is stationed in dimensions 4 through 6, you're going to see Earth as a carbon, crystalline, geometric being. Consciousness in 9 to 12, pure liquid light being, and perception creates reality. So most human beings think Earth is flat or round because literally they have not activated their multi-dimensional self or upper stranded DNA. And it all has to do with angular rotation of particle spin and particle pulsation rhythm. This is how we shift dimensions and shift our consciousness to be able to see Mother Earth from a higher level of perspective. And so those people who see Earth as flat is simply a two-dimensional shadow of her light body. And the globe or the round Earth, all it is a projection of a limited frequency bandwidth. And the higher your frequency, the more you will see the true form of Mother Earth, a living Merkaba, a breathing, pulsing, living, sacred, geometric, morphogenetic hologram that reflects and mirrors your consciousness level. So, is the Earth flat or round? Neither. Earth is you. The more you awaken, the more her true shape will be revealed. A 12-planet star, a singing sphere, a living consciousness grid pulsing with the codes of creation. Earth is not a shape to be proven. It is a consciousness to be remembered. If this resonates, share this video, tag a friend, but more importantly, activate your upper stranded DNA, your higher self, because Mother Earth, she given birth, New Earth, and she is crying out for her true sons and daughters to activate and embody their avatar inner Christos 12th dimensional self.
You're about to see magnetism in real time develop right before your eyes, like magic. Let's see another view of that cube magnet. This is one of the poles. Now, if I turn it sideways, you'll see a slice of the toroid of magnetism. Let's have a look at a ring magnet. Let's have a view from the top. And now view from underneath the viewer. Next, I have a small grouping of small cube magnets. As you can see, we're viewing the toroid, which looks like, think of it as a donut. Okay, one slice here, one slice there. Next, let's have a look at a really large donut magnet. Remember, this is in real time. So if I move the magnet and change its angle, we're going to see a real-time update in the image. Just like that.
And that's a wrap on this episode, fool. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to hit that smash like button for me, smash the subscribe button, be part of the family. Remember, stay woke, and I'll catch you next time.